Well, I was tagged by two people. I was tagged by B over at B's Journey and Robbie over at Frekifitwolf to do this reflections tag, and so I thought I'd get done with it this morning. I was watching videos late last night, and so I saw it, and everybody I wanted to tag, everybody else is already tagged, but I am going to tag Peggy over at Color Me Influenced, Jean-Luc and Nick over at the WW Gays, Kathy's WW Journey, Valerie Reese, and Suzanne at Suzannes WWLife. So I'll put the questions in the description box down below. I'll also give you a link to B's channel and to Frekifitwolf. Okay, Robbie, you got to come up with a better name. Frekifitwolf's channel. And then I'll also put a link to the other channels so that you can go over there and subscribe to them. Let them know that I sent you over there. And then hit the notification button so that when they do the tag, you'll be able to watch them with their answers. It's early in the morning, and so I apologize for my voice. Okay, let's get on with the questions. The first thing is, what is the one thing you did in 2019 that you're most proud of? Okay, it's kind of ironic that I'm going to say this because, as you can see, I have an oversized sweatshirt on. But I started wearing clothes that actually fit. I know that's very hard for you to believe, seeing me in an oversized sweatshirt, but I keep my house very cool in the winter, and I just was, when I was growing up, we just always, my mother would always just say, put a sweater on, wrap up in a blanket. See, I have a blanket. That's my mother's blanket. So I wrap up in that at Christmas time to remind myself of my mother. But anyway, so I know this is a little bit big of a sweatshirt. I know that. But the clothes underneath me, my jeans, this shirt, everything, it fits perfectly. And that was hard for me to do. Last year for Lent, I gave up one piece of clothing each day for the 40 days of Lent. And it was a lot harder than I thought. It really was very hard. So I'm really proud of the fact that I got rid of my bigger clothes, that as I go into the next size, I don't keep them as a comfort other than my sweatshirts. But this is just because I pulled out my winter clothes, and I was wearing them during Lent. So, but this one, I can promise you that at the end of this season, when it turns into spring, this will be gone, and it will be gone. Trust me. Number 2, what was the most fun event, happening, or vacation from 2019? You know, I had a really great 2019, so it's kind of hard to narrow it down to just one. But I would say that I had such a good time up at the cottage. We rent a cottage up in Lexington, Michigan, and we had rent a couple cottages, and we went with the families. And this time I usually stay with my 2 sisters. This time I stayed with my daughter and husband and Sophia, and my granddaughter, and my sister. And then my other sister came up, and my son stayed at another. It was just really a really nice time. It was very relaxing. I enjoyed my vacation in the sense that I wasn't completely on Weight Watchers, but I had learned enough in the last 3 years to know that you know, you can go on vacation and have a good time. I went out for a banana split twice. 2 different times I went out for a banana split. I didn't. I tracked somewhat, not as diligently as I do when I'm at home. I tracked just on my phone. Usually, no, wait a minute, I just tracked in a book. Usually I track in a book and the phone. I only did the book. And I enjoyed myself, and I came home from my vacation, and I had lost a pound. I know people say only a pound. No, I lost a pound on vacation, so it was good. So that's what I'm going to think is my most fun thing I did during 2019. Name one thing that you do better now than you did at this time last year. Follow the plan. Last year during Thanksgiving and Christmas, I gained 11 pounds. I did have a big gain the week after Thanksgiving, the Saturday after Thanksgiving. I had gained 6.9 pounds. But I followed that up the following week, getting back on track, and lost 5.2. I've learned that I can't go that crazy. So I think I'm doing a little bit better this year than that. I think that I'm following the plan so much better, and I'm just feeling a lot better about myself. Number 5, are you setting a New Year's resolution? If so, what is it? Well, my New Year's resolution is to get to Wonderland. I have to lose 25.2 pounds to get there, and I'm battling with my doctor because I'm 5'8", and my doctor thinks I should weigh 160 pounds because that's what Weight Watchers said, and my doctor agrees with that. I'm at 225 right now. I think that losing another 65 pounds is going to make me look kind of gaunt and old. But I think once I get into Wonderland, I'll fight that battle once more. So my goal is to get to Wonderland by Easter. And then when I go for my 6-month checkup, I am going to have her reevaluate my goal. And I think that like 175 is a fair weight for me. I really do. I haven't weighed 160 pounds since I was in high school. And, you know, I'm going to be 70 at my birthday next year. And I just don't see me having my high school weight at 70 years old. Not to say that I can be thinner, but no. I know that sounds defeatist, but I know my body. And you have to know your body, and you have to know how comfortable you are in your body. And I don't feel like I'll be comfortable enough at that weight. Number 6, excuse me. Number 6 is, do you have any events or vacations planned for 2020? Oh, yes, I do. In July, the first week of July, we've already set aside going to the cottage again. We've rented it already, so it's all set up. So I'm going to go the first week of July. If you follow me regularly, you know that my Uncle Bob has just recently passed away, and we're going to have a memorial service for him in July in Redwood Falls, Minnesota is where he's from. And so my cousin Lynn and her husband Dale and I and Jim are going to travel together to Redwood Falls, and we're going to be there for the memorial service. And then we're going to continue on and go to Mount Rushmore and Deadwood, and spend a couple days there sightseeing, seeing some stuff, go and see Crazy Horse. And then we're going to come back and go to Duluth and visit with my cousin Paul and see my cousin Michael, and then come home. So I'm thinking that the month of July is kind of blocked out just to be a traveling, and I'm looking forward to it. I really am. Number 7 is, name one thing you hope happens in 2020. That I reach my goal, that my doctor and I agree on a goal, and we both know that this is the comfortable, healthy weight that I need to be, and that I'll have, and you know, I actually have more than one goal. To get back financially stable. Not so much stable as responsible. I still tend to go off the rails a little bit. I've been doing it my whole life, and it's hard, but you know what? I've been overweight my whole life, so it's a battle I can overcome, because I have overcome my weight, and I'm going to overcome my financial irresponsibilities. And number 8, where do you see yourself this time next year? Well, you know, you always say you want to be happier, but I'm pretty darn happy. I really am a pretty darn happy person. But I'd like to see my family still close, still together. I'd like to see me financially responsible. Obviously, I want to see me at my goal. And I just want to see my grandkids have all the success that they want in the world. And I guess the most thing, which I really want the most, is that that our country can get back together and not be so divided, not be so partisan, and don't see things from a Democratic point of view or a Republican point of view, but from a country point of view. And I wish that all parties, no matter what party you are, would put country first. And I just think that you know, I don't like all the decisiveness in this country, because it's like you're always afraid to bring up anything. You're afraid to bring up your point of view, and I just want it to go back. I mean, I know it's always been this way, but I don't think it's been this bad. And I'm not saying that one person is right over another person. I mean, everybody has their own point of view. I understand that, but I'd like to get to a place where, just because the point of view is different from your point of view doesn't mean that it's the wrong point of view. It's like your point of view, and that's the point of view you want to go by. And And that's my biggest wish, is that I see myself in a time where my country is back united completely. So I know some of them had to do with weight, some of them had to do with politics. I don't like being political on this channel. I know I'll probably get a lot of dislikes for that, but I just think that you just really have to reflect on things, because the only way you have a better future is to learn from your past. And if you don't learn from the past, you're doomed to repeat it. And I've learned in the past that I cannot go crazy at a 31 Flavors. I cannot go crazy in a restaurant. I've learned a lot of things about myself, and I'm going to let history not repeat itself. I am going to learn to do better and be better. So once again, I wanted to thank Bea and Robbie for asking me in on this collab, and I'm going to remind you that I'm tagging Peggy at Color Me Influence, Jean-Luc and Nick from the WW Gays, Kathy at Kathy's WW Journey, Valerie Reese, and Suzanne at Suzannes WWLife. So give this video a like, leave a comment, let me know what your goals and aspirations are for 2019, and thank you for watching.